Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. To formally start, I'll introduce myself first. I am Inya Jane Siyamara, and I'm your reporter for today's video. And I was assigned the topic NAFTA, or the North American Free Trade Agreement, which is I'm going to tackle. So, NAFTA was the world's largest free trade agreement when it was established on January 1, 1994. Among Canada, the United States, and Mexico, NAFTA was the first time to the developed nations sign a trade agreement with an emerging market. So, ang kaning NAFTA, it is the world's largest free trade area. Then, it has an impacted. There are three countries that impacted NAFTA, which is the Canada, United States, and Mexico. So, when did each country join NAFTA? The United States commenced bilateral trade negotiations with Canada more than 30 years ago, resulting in the U.S.-Canada Free Trade Agreement, which entered into force on January 1, 1989. In 1991, bilateral talks began with Mexico, which Canada joined. The NAFTA followed, entering into force on January 1, 1994. So bilateral talks, which means agreement of two countries, or the agreement of two parties. So, ang kaning United States nakibilateral talks or nakinegotiate siya sa Canada. So, when after they having a bilateral talk, so United States and Canada have their free trade agreement, so which entered into force on January 1, 1989. So in 1991, ang Mexico na pod ang nakibilateral talk sa Canada. So Canada, after they're having a bilateral talk, so both parties agreed and Canada joined. So the NAFTA followed, entering into force on January 1, 1994. So, pag-join sa Canada, mao na tong nakuan ang NAFTA. So, dito na nag-start pag January 1, 1994. So why is it have NAFTA? So, the purpose of NAFTA was to encourage economic activity among North America's three major economic powers, which is the Canada, United States, and Mexico. So, the example of this is kanang sa NAFTA is kanang if they are created regulate rules. So, kung mag-trade ta og kanang in form of products, mobile phones, and clothing. So, there are naa sila'y dapat naa sila'y kanang to waive the tariff. So need sila makuha og certificate nga nagikan sa tulo ka countries, which is the Canada, United States, and the Mexico. So there are also positive and negative consequences of NAFTA. So it lowered prices by removing tariffs, opened up new opportunities for small and medium-sized businesses to establish a name for itself, quadrupled trade between the three countries, and created 5 million US jobs. So, ang sa positive, so in relation sa topic ni Joanne, if the lower the tariff, so more trade and cheaper goods, so mas barato, so lowered prices. So kung lower ang tariff, so daghang mga opportunities sa small and medium businesses. And there are also a negative consequences of NAFTA. Some of the negative effects, however, include excessive pollution, loss of more than 682,000 manufacturing jobs, exploitations of workers in Mexico, and moving Mexican farmers and out of business. So if the higher the tariff, so mas gamay ra ang mo trade, kay syempre tungod sa taas sa tariffs or taxes. So mas mahal pud ang mga palitunon. So for example so kung mas taas ang kung higher ang tariff, so negative jud siya. So naatay loss of more than 682 manufacturing jobs. So why is it have NAFTA? So the purpose of NAFTA is to encourage economic activity among North America's three major economic powers, which is the United States, Canada, and Mexico. So NAFTA created specific rules to regulate trade in form of products, mobile phones, and clothing. So the third exporter were required to get certificate of origin to waive tariffs. So kani mga exporter kay dapat to waive the tariffs kailangan nga magkuha sila certificate una nga nagikan sa tulo ka countries, which is the United States, Mexico, and Canada. So para ma-waive and para ma-lesser ang tariffs, so kailangan nila magkuha og certificate daan sa tulo ka countries. The goal of NAFTA, to eliminate all tariff and non-tariff barriers of trade and investment between the United States, Canada, and Mexico. So, ilang goal is para ma-eliminate ang tariffs and non-tariffs barrier of trading. So, between sa tulo ka country nga United States, Canada, and Mexico. And there are also some goals of NAFTA. To reduce barriers to trade, to increase cooperation for improving workers' condition in North America, to create expanded and safe market for goods and services produced in North America, to establish clear and mutually advantageous trade rules, to help develop and expand world trade and provide a catalyst to broader international cooperation. Aside sa ilang goals, so there also have a benefits of NAFTA. First is the quadruple trade, lower prices, increased economic growth, create job, increase foreign direct investment, reduce government and spending. And mao to sila katong na-mention ako, mao to sila ang benefits of NAFTA.